The Guide to Marvin Claims for Unwed Partners. In some circumstances, Marvin claims can allow cohabitating unwed partners to enforce property sharing or support agreements when they break up. While unmarried partners do not have automatic rights like married couples do in a divorce, Marvin claims can enable former domestic partners to pursue civil causes of action against one another. What is a Marvin claim? A Marvin claim is simply a legal claim to enforce expressed or implied agreements for support or property sharing between non-marital partners whenever they split. Marvin claims get their name from a famous California Supreme Court case, Marvin v. Marvin, where the court found that contract claims and other civil causes of action can be enforced in the context of a non-marital partnerships. While the division of property during a divorce is handled in family court, Marvin claims for unwed partners are usually pursued as a civil action in civil court. What are the elements of a Marvin claim? A Marvin claim is not a specific cause of action with its own set of elements that a plaintiff has to prove. Instead, the term Marvin claim refers to any type of claim filed to redress alleged support and property sharing agreements between former domestic cohabitators. Therefore, the elements of a Marvin claim will vary depending on the underlying cause of action. Most commonly, Marvin claims are filed for breaches of oral or implied in fact contracts and torts, such as fraud, negligent misrepresentation, and conversion. Some other types of Marvin claims might include promissory estoppel, implied partnership or joint venture, quantum meruit, unjust enrichment, constructive fraud, constructive trusts, or even injunctions. To succeed on a Marvin claim, the person who files the lawsuit must prove all of the elements of whatever claim they're asserting. For contract-based claims, there has to be a clear agreement between the parties that defines the extent of their claim. When evaluating these claims, the court's going to look at factors such as how long they lived together, whether one of the partners provided support while the other took care of other matters such as household matters, and whether the parties both contributed to property purchases or other asset acquisitions. How do I file a Marvin claim? Marvin claims generally must be filed in civil court, which is simply a venue for private parties to have their grievances addressed. In a civil case, a plaintiff files the complaint and the defendant responds. The first step in pursuing a Marvin claim is to consult with an experienced litigation attorney. That litigation lawyer can review the facts of your situation and determine if you have some sort of basis for your claim. What's the difference between palimony and a Marvin claim? Palimony is a non-legal term used to describe the division of financial assets, real property, or other support issued when unwed cohabitating partners split. Whereas palimony refers to the remedy provided by the court, a Marvin claim is a civil action filed to obtain that remedy. So what's a typical defense to a Marvin claim? One of the most common defenses to a Marvin claim is that there was no legally enforceable contract. For a contract to be legally enforceable, there has to be an element of consideration, also known as quid pro quo. This usually requires that each party made a promise to the other and that those promises are induced by the other party. This means that one partner's one-sided promises to support the other likely is not going to be enough to be enforced through a Marvin claim. Another commonly used defense in defending a Marvin claim is that the statute of limitations has expired. The statute of limitations is simply a deadline for when a claim has to be filed with the court. If that deadline passes, then the plaintiff loses their right to sue. The statute of limitations in a Marvin claim is going to vary depending on the type of claim. So you should consult with a lawyer as soon as possible to make sure that you get your case filed in time. When should I contact a probate litigation lawyer? If you were in a long-term cohabitation with a partner who's passed and you had an agreement that needs to be enforced, you should contact a probate litigation attorney to discuss the possibility of pursuing your Marvin claim. An experienced probate litigation lawyer is going to be able to analyze your situation and determine whether you have grounds to pursue a Marvin claim. Have questions? At RMO, we protect people like you every day. Give us a call, shoot us an email. The consultation's always free. Thanks for watching.